suck. I hate this suck. Rolls Royce killing it, I ain't even got no turn. Rolls Royce killing it, I don't even got no turn. I've been trapping, I might try it. On Kim, she got mad, she's a. I know that she like. I know that she like.
Thanks for being with us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting game.
Oh, my goodness. How about that? Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Yep, count it.
Are figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. And it's all from three-point range. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Duran, the screen. To the inside. They kick it out to Murray. Sinks the tray.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Davis. Good D by Duran.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
A dynamic score. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. And the dunk by Duran.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Right side, Harden. Davis, a screen. Shoots it from the corner. Harden misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian Keith had a few moments to share with me. We briefly discussed Anthony Davis and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said to make him into a jump shooter. I think if we can make the majority of his shots jumpers and keep him away from the rim, we should be in good shape. Easier said than done, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Yeah, a skilled player already. Keegan Murray is committed to only getting better and becoming more dangerous out there. And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Down low. Stolen by Sarr. And it's Harden penetrating. And Harden with the slam.
Okay, I see the explosion. Look, Harden never ceases to amaze me.
SGA with it. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. And he drops it in from the low post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Outside Harden. Soft touch off the glass. 6 points for James Harden.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Duran, the screen. Pass to Murray. Stolen by Vassell. It's stolen by Smart. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
There's 31 seconds left now in the first quarter. On the wing, Harden. He has 6. And here's Vassell from the arc. The rebound by Murray.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander with 1 on the clock. And Davis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Here's Jordan. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's Washington up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it. Outside for Harden.
Takes a 3. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and the putback. Davis has got 6.
It's so hard trying to keep Davis off the glass. He's just so big, so strong, and has the athleticism.
Back to SGA. Washington moving the ball around. Jordan inside. Davis with the defensive effort.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, Robinson with a block. And And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you, Brian.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pounded by Westbrook. Smart for three. Rebound Boston. Knocked loose. To the middle. Here's Mamukelashvili. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, Batum can do a little of everything out there, including making quality passes to wide open guys.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking now.
Vassell outside. On the wing, Harden. Screen by Robinson. Lets it fly. And a big finish by Robinson.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
Well, Grant, this is the third season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Here's Jones. Nice D from Vassell. Boston on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:33 left in the first half. Here's Harden. Gay. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Back to Jones. Pass to DeRozan. Smart outside. 4 on the clock. And again, Washington, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Right side, Harden. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Harden surveying the D. Harden missing again.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Batum. Buries it from three. Batum's got his first 3 points of the game.
From the arc, Batum can be pretty consistent. Not a guy you can leave alone out there. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Jones. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front, up 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Wizards trail by 3. Alvarado outside. Inside. Pass to Jordan. Washington moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go from 18 feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Sweet looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
They kick it out to Murray. And the dunk by Duren.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing's over.
Alvarado with a rebound. Pretty even game going on here in D.C. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
And that's what SGA does. He gets you in an inopportune spot.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Davis can't hit.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Back to Murray. Here's SGA. Tipped.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Strus with the bucket.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
To the middle. Pass to Jordan. Right side, SGA. From behind the arc. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. 11 points in the game.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
And here's Strus outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
And here's Strus outside. And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Keegan Murray.
I don't think Russell gets enough credit for what he brings to the table offensively. He can be the floor general and score at every level.
It seems like just yesterday when D'Angelo Russell started his career in the NBA, Richard, hard to believe he's been in the league a decade plus now.
Yeah, the second overall pick in 2015. Russell's an experienced NBA player who remains a valuable rotation player.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to me, Brian.
Priority straight. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Sarr. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Sarr's got his third basket on the night right there.
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
And here's Jordan. Alvarado right side. Now here's SGA. Launches a 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
Came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
To the inside. Here's Strus. And he banks in the layup. Strus has got 11 here in the quarter alone. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Davis down low. Knocked away. The Wizards with a lead. Here's SGA. Pass to Duren. Here's Murray. It's tipped. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Strus. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Strus has got 13.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams changing it up here. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Washington trailing. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. 19 seconds left in the third. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Robinson with a steal. Three-pointer, Harden. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 1-point game. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And Alexander Sarr going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul of the game.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard, but you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, I always saw that as an effort foul. If it happens once, coaches usually let it slide. You just don't want to make it a habit.
Back to SGA. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Off target from outside.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Harden can't hit. Wizards trail by 5. SGA, he's open, and that one's on target from the wing. SGA's got 14 points here in the second half. Harden can't hit.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Murray. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Jordan. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Now Harden. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Yes, sir!
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Jordan up top. Here's the pass to Smart. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Murray. Now Smart. 5 on the clock. To tie it up. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outlet.
Harden fires. Duren pulls it down.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
deflected. And they're able to recover. Now Gilgeous-Alexander to take the lead. And he nails it.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments. Just lost his head out there. What would happen if you're pushing a little too hard?
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Second personal foul. Celtics substitution. Number 45.
Boston trailing. Harden with it. A minute 4 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. Murray pulls it down. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Harden with a rebound. Davis down low. And it's Davis finishing things off inside.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Duren. Stolen by Strus. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Harden! Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Here's Westbrook. Oh, the power! Anthony Davis.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Oh, stolen by Harden. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Another shot. Strus outside. Here's Davis. 6 to shoot. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Wizards making a switch here.
Substitution for your Wizards.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Out of bounds. Possession to Boston.
Now Harden. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Now Duren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Duren in the post. Harden comes to help. Oh, it drops in!
Yeah, just too strong right there. Duren is so good at fighting through contact on the way up. He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for Boston. It's a one-point game. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Keegan Murray.
Still a bundle of energy to contain. Westbrook forcing the issue, as he often does. Now goes to the line.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that ties this game up.
That's fortunate to pull even, but you know he wanted more.
Here's Duran. Here's the pass to Smart. And here's Jordan. Shot clock at 6. SGA from distance.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Going to work in the low block.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Oh, no good on the layup. Jordan goes in. Oh, ho, ho. That's a man on a mission right there.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Harden.
How about the tenacity from Harden, giving the D no choice but to foul him.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. Harden hits them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
Now here's SGA. And the call will be against James Harden. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
So it's Boston now. Harden using the glass to lay it in. And Washington with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. That's in!
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
Oh, the sweet floater. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
So it's Washington picking up the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Oof.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get. 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 We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get lucky.